have been injured.
We have a caller reporting a gas
Massive
line at the
flames
phone.
and clouds of thick black smoke.
We were sitting here for dinner, and all of a sudden, a big explosion happened, and it was right straight across this valley at this level, a big fireball. This whole valley was lit up like it was daylight.
A new company backed by the Chinese government wants to build the world's largest methanol refinery on the banks of the Columbia River. The refinery would require a massive new natural gas pipeline built by a company that was already responsible for 2 explosions in the area. The pipeline would cut through private property and a public cemetery.
Basically, they pulled in the law that the Congress had passed that any company can take your property rights away. It's just not right.
Here's the gravesite of my son. He was killed on Tennant Way by a drunk driver. I have a sister here, and I have a grandmother here, and my mom and dad are buried here, and my husband is buried here. He wanted to be up here because he wanted the view. I can come and say hi to him and, how you doing up there? That's the only place I can come. This is a sacred area, and we don't need a pipeline coming through here, because if something happened, this would be gone.
Backers of the methanol refinery try to sell their project as clean and safe. Their claims crumble when you scratch the surface. How is a project that would use more natural gas than every home in Washington state and more natural gas than every gas-fired power plant in the entire state eco-friendly? And how can a company destroy endangered salmon habitat to accommodate huge methanol tankers and call it a win-win for the Columbia?
Well, first thing we need to do is get a swivel on here. During the peak of spring and fall Chinook, bank fishermen are shoulder to shoulder, particularly just upriver from the Port of Kalama office. From the mouth of the Cowlitz River all the way to the Longview Bridge will be rows and rows and rows of boats anchored up in hog lines trying to catch fish. And the impact of this methanol plant would be detrimental to those fish. This proposed project would be the largest methanol plant in the world.
It doesn't matter where you live in America. People are waking up to the impacts of fracking, oil spills, and high-pressure natural gas pipelines. The Kalama methanol refinery would consume so much fracked natural gas that would open the door to new massive pipeline infrastructure, locking the region into a half-century or more of dirty energy and dangerous pipelines. One thing we've learned from over a decade of stopping fossil fuel terminals is that when we fight, we can win. And that's why we need you. Please go to ColumbiaRiverKeeper.org and find out how you can join our growing movement to take a stand against climate change, protect the Columbia River, and to stop the world's largest methanol refinery.